Welcome to View from the Top. I am Modele Sharafa Yusuf. Thank you for joining us. A lot is often said about the central role that women play or that women should play in development and why they should be positioned to take up leadership roles, especially political leadership roles. The question, however, is if women are so central to the development of a country, why do they need to be positioned? In the past, women had very little input in decision making, and while this has improved somewhat, there are still obstacles, financial obstacles, religious obstacles, cultural obstacles, and more insidious, the mental obstacles, those which exist only in the minds of most women who still shy away from political leadership roles. To be sure, politics is not for the faint-hearted. Ask Hillary Clinton, ask Aung San Suu Kyi, ask Hadiza Bala Usman, ask Mulikat Akande. The former House leader is my guest on View from the Top today, and I am delighted, honorable, as we say around here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
Here is a brief profile before we proceed. Honorable Mulikat Akande was born in Kaduna on November 11, 1960. She attended Queen Amina College, Kaduna, College of Arts and Science, Zaria, and Ahmadu Bello University, from where she obtained a bachelor's degree in law in 1982. She got a BL from the Nigerian Law School in Lagos and a master's degree in law from the University of Lagos in 1985. She worked with Nigerian American Merchant Bank, Continental Merchant Bank PLC, and CMB Homes Mortgage Bank Limited, where she was appointed company secretary and legal advisor of the bank. She later set up her own legal practice under the name of ML Akande & Co. In 2007, Mulikat Akande was elected into the House of Representatives on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, representing Ogbomoso North, Ogbomoso South, and Orire constituency. She was re-elected in 2011. She was House Leader in the 7th Assembly. You didn't make it back to the 8th Assembly. Are you still a politician?
Yes, I am. By all standards.
Once a politician, always a politician.
Yes.
But tell me, we'll be talking about women and politics. Is power to be taken or is it to be given?
I would say it's to be taken. Because if you say to be given, it means you're arrogating to the women a lower, as if the women are a lower class, and you just want to sit down there and somebody says, come and take. But to be taken, you have to go out there, do exactly what you need to do, and get that power. Even though there are exceptions, because you can see that in so many countries in Africa, they've employed the use of quota to get women, the number that is required, to enable women participate in decision making and all that. That we have not been able to get in Nigeria because of, the men. I am a supporter of quota, not because the woman is less active or, she needs to be propped up, but because it has been a field where the men have been, for a very long time. And if you take the population of Nigeria, you know that the women are even more than half of the population. So we need quota in Nigeria to be able to, get the women to that level that will really enable our proper engagement in politics and in governance.
Will quota help us to level the playing field? Because clearly
no.
the field is not level. How do we level it?
Okay, leveling the field will take a few things, apart from quota, because there you have the numbers. Like, in the National Assembly or any political discourse, you need number in case you are going to vote. And this is what we, the women, don't have. So if there are reserved quotas for women, or we have affirmative action that says you must give 30%, 40% to women, they're not going to say the particular women, but just saying for this is reserved for women. Then amongst the women, you get out the best to compete for those positions. I think that is, okay. And in leveling the field of play, you need to consider the issue of finances. Usually, a lot of women don't have that amount of money. I think politics in Nigeria or vying for a position is so expensive that also the government has to look into that. So I think creating a level playing field has to do with a lot of the laws, that we need to put in place to ensure, the issue of violence is there. Because a lot of women will say, no, I can't. I don't want, to be molested. I don't want to be manhandled and all that kind of thing. But I feel that as women, we must not, because we keep saying we want to be heard. We want, our rightful positions. We cannot be saying that and sitting down at home. We need to come out, and blaze the trail. Let the people who are around us know that, yes, this is what we're capable of doing, and then support each other is very, very important.
Talking about numbers, this year there are only 8 of Nigeria's 109 senators who are women. In the House of Reps, it's even more dismal, with only about 18 of 360 representatives. What is responsible for the seeming reversal of gains in the numbers of elected women?
A lot of things. I would say the men always feel that these seats are their own exclusive preserve. From statistics, I think we had about 600 or more women who vied for positions, but somehow they will be edged out. I think the problem starts with the political parties. The issue of quotas should start from political parties. If we don't address this issue, then we'll just be left like that. And since the time I joined politics in 1998, we've been, on the same issues. Oh, why is the number of women not increasing? Each time we have elections, what is happening? But the game has not changed. So we need to, get the government to ensure that a level playing field is assured, at least so that the women can be able to make it. One, when you begin to say, okay, out of 3 senators from every senatorial district, 1 must be a woman, you are not telling them who the woman is supposed to be. So they have to choose from among themselves. And then the Nigerian women themselves must begin to look for a political party that puts their interests forward. Any political party that is not ready to do this for the women, why don't we just go and form our own political party and make sure...
Well, someone did say that women don't even recognize their own power.
That is it. That is it. We need to... my own party, since I joined, have excused women from paying for nomination forms, which is, something laudable. But even a lot of people still say, why? Since we're saying we're equal to the men, why should we not pay nomination forms? But it's a way, politics...
But why do I think it's the men who say that?
Because they just feel, why should anybody, give you any support or something, and then you are there claiming that you are better than the men? Why don't you just pay the money? But it's not even really about the money. It's just for the women to see that they can vie for these positions. So I think the political parties really have a critical role to play in this, to get the numbers of women increased. But in appointive position, that has to do with the government, and I think that is easier. This is what Nigerian women should ask for. If you have 40 ministers, you should be able to have at least 15 women amongst, those 40 ministers.
Is having a political godfather necessary? Does it help?
I hear people talk about political godfatherism and all that, but what is most important for me is your capability, that you are able to do it. If you are a very capable person, the person who people may think should be your godfather will even want to adopt you because of what you can do, and the fact that you are capable. And he will not be ashamed to say, I'm supporting this woman because she's, capable. Godfatherism, yes, here every now and then we'll hear about people, being, given certain positions because of some other people. But that is very common, I think, when it comes to appointive positions. I've never really experienced the issue of godfatherism. I contested for the first time in 2003 out of my own free will. I didn't have anybody to consult, only my uncle. I just told him this is what I want to do, and he gave me, you know, the blessing of the family, and I went back to my place in Ogbomoso and I started my work. It was after then I got introduced to so many people, and you know, they started supporting me.
We have to take a break now. Please join us again.